Hello, everybody. How you all doing? We want to thank God Almighty for a beautiful blessings from Monday to today, Saturday. I know you've enjoyed yourself. You enjoyed the weekend. Today is going to be awesome because I have one of my brothers in the building and we're going to talk about his story from zero to hero. And it's only on Upclose and it's only on Max TV Sports Entertainment and more. My name is Marshall. Follow me on all social media platforms at Unhittable Marshall. My guest is a wonderful guest. He's a radio and TV personality. He's traveled the globe doing this job. He's been everywhere. He used to be a musician, one of the OGs, and he traveled, but now he's back and he's doing something good in G8, and we're going to talk about it as well. Thank you so much for all the votes you guys gave me. You know, we know we now, but Sally, yeah, next year, we still, but you know, congratulations to Sicho for winning the best sports presenter of the year. Yo, man, big up, Sicho. You did a good job and you're still doing a good job. Thank you so much. All right, you see how dope, fly, sexy I'm looking right now? It's because that clothing is making me look this good. All you have to do is just pick up a phone and call 054-100-4202. He will hold you down, make you look good. You know, Christmas is coming past you. Do a lot of shopping for your boyfriends, girlfriends, and, you know, party out, man. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. When I come back, I'll introduce my guest and we'll chit-chat. I'll be right back. So welcome back. If you just tuned in, we are watching Upclose and only on Max TV, Sports Entertainment, and more. Today, my guest does the same job. We all do the same job. And today, we're going to talk about his story. He's been around for a while. You know, he's done few things. You know. And let's go to my brother from another mother. Who is Alex Kwesi Crassie?
Alex Kwesi Crassie is that child who is a lover of life and wants to do nothing but good and fulfill his purpose here on earth. Above all, maximize my purpose here on earth.
I can see the hustle, the streets.
Oh yeah, man!
I can feel it in you. I mean, how was your background like? You growing up, how was it like?
Well, man, I grew up in La Paz, New Market Street. That is where I grew up. Yeah. So I grew up with, you know, we 8 in the family, 7 boys, one lady. Big shout out to my mom,
and then you're the second.
I am the 4th born. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like my pops me so rest in perfect peace, Mr. John Kennedy Crassie. Yeah, big hustler himself. You know what I mean? He did a lot of work in Ghana, especially the roads that we.
He was a contractor.
Yeah, was a building contractor. You know, built banks. You know. Dentist.
It means your childhood was more of that.
You knew we grew up well, but then the story changes as time goes on. Yeah, we grew up well. I wouldn't take that because we had that 3 square meals a day until it got to a point where there was no 3 square meals a day. It was like Gary Kutin, either you survive or you out. You get what I mean?
Yes,
so like my pop was a building contractor. My mom was like you know, someone who just loved reading books, and she was she had her own trading going on, and so it's like family of strict Christian background, and you know, we trying to find our own ways to life and stuff, but very beautiful home. Things hasn't been the way it is. I come out and I say it like it is because that is we having a real conversation.
Great. I mean, so you growing up in La Paz and throughout the hustle with the family, what's your education background like?
For me, Cosmos was strict. You have to be in school at 6 a.m. and you know, it's been crazy. You know, Brad Frank, may he so rest in peace. Now this is it. This man will come early in the morning. We used to have that mental. 2 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 4 plus 8 plus. Hey, then the kid is with you. I'm like, God damn, what is wrong with this man? You know, you get me, and you just out of the blue mention a word, and you have to just spell it out, and that you remember it was tough. So for me, we grew up with that mentality of you gotta get it. For me, my educational background was hectic, and I left Cosmos, and that is when my entire life changed. I went to the Youngsters International School, you know, the E's, you know what I mean? And so with the Youngsters, everything changed. You know, that's when I got into know what the real world is.
Okay.
Because in Cosmos, yes, Christian,
Hallelujah.
but in the youngsters, it all changed. I was like, oh, boys go to school with basketball.
Oh, like swagged up. You know?
Boys are slanging, you know what I mean? And stuff like, oh, okay, the girls are cool like that.
Yeah.
So everything flipped. And then I big shout out to Jide Arego. I will forever remember this guy, you know what I mean? There's one friend of mine that is incarcerated right about now, you know what I mean? You know, you know how we get down.
Straight.
You know, they shaped my life, and that's where hip hop. I met hip hop.
So before you met hip hop, after the youngsters, what happened to you? Did you continue the school? Or?
Oh yeah. 1996, yes, I got to St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. So you know, my root is deep. You know, if you have been free here. So you know, from my experience at your friends at GSS, and then now getting into St. Augustine's College, that was a total different transformation, you know, because the youngsters, we were at Kid Affairs, and all those I was winning awards, rapping.
Oh, yeah, well,
you know,
were rapping at the time.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wrong to Right. I was in a group called Wrong to Right.
But how did you realize you had that passion?
Oh, Jide was in the same class with me, and he would come to the class every time. At that time he was like, yo man, you know, the guy. And so I would beatbox for him, and I see this guy going, Rakates, you know how I do, break it down, C, you know how, you know what I mean? Hey, y'all want that stuff?
I didn't know.
So I was beatboxing, I'm like, I can do this, you know what I mean? So I started, and it got to a point where I was just punching and bringing these fire rhymes.
But where did the passion came from?
Jide.
Oh, Jide introduced you to all.
Yeah, I didn't know about, you know,
music. You didn't know about nothing.
Music, you know what I mean? And then at that time, music was really booming in the country, Ghana. The lifestyle was changing. We had the crisscross, you know, the cross collars, the baggy jeans were coming, the afro, you know.
Different vibe.
I would take Ghana back like nobody's business. So it's just a new generation falling in love with that culture. And I remember going home and sagging. And my mom is like, hey,
you see that?
Yeah, you see and they'll be like, oh, you see, why do you take him from Cosmos and take him? But if it wasn't the youngsters, I wouldn't be here.
So when you finished the St. Augustine's, did you go to any other school?
Oh, no. That's what would shock a lot of people, because people think I have degrees upon degrees and PhDs and whatnot. Listen, life was good till 1998. When my pops decided that, hey, mommy, mommy, I'm leaving this woman, and I was sad. I remember my big brother, big shout out to Papa, coming home and to visit me in school. He said, oh, Charlie, and I'm about to write my exams, and it was hard. But when I got home, and it got harder. So when it got harder, then the mindset, your attitude, everything about you changes, and it flipped. And I was like, dude, I am known for this life. I can't be eating Keta school boys, you know? It was so crazy that Pops was ruthless with it, you know what I mean? I don't blame him, you know what I mean? I'm married now, so I understand. Right after that, I was like, listen, man, I got to go hustle. I got to go hustle, because, you know, I had good grades to go into university and all of that, but where was the money, you know what I mean? And so I had to go hustle, and we went in and did TTL. You know, those were the times. Those were hard times.
At the time, you realized your mom and dad had, you know, divorced, and now there's nothing. You entered into music. You took it seriously. And then what happened?
I took it so serious that I was just too serious. You know, and I wasn't going to mess around with anybody who wasn't serious. I think I messed that old me more than now. Because I'm getting older and stuff, but I miss that old me, because I remember every bit of it. Like, you know,
tell me about it. I mean,
to me, Nanti from La Paz, straight out to Dansuman.
Now, where were you going?
Oh, we're going to just meet Shoki.
But how did you meet all those guys? Shoki. How did you become part of the TTL crew? So how did it all start?
It was all Kid Affairs, you know, where Shoka was the man at that time. You know I mean, big up to Shocker. Yeah, polo encyclovascular catexinia disease. Myasties, break bones. Share rap on the rough. So, big shout out to Charlene.
Charlene
I'm from the gutter, man. Yeah, Nyamiadum, you know what I mean? So, I met Shocker, you know, and then we became friends because he liked me back in 1995 when I was doing me and my group and stuff. You know,
you had a group?
Yeah, called you know, Wrong to Right. You know?
Wrong to Right.
Yeah, big shout outs to Henry Charles and you know, they all overseas now, like Mumuni. Yeah. So okay, cool. So after that, I met Shocky in St. Augustine's College.
Oh, okay. That went to the same school, right?
And then we met and we're like, dude, man, we've been friends, so let's do this, you know.
Okay.
And then we went on to form Shockland. That was Rookie. You know, Rookie is now
a big boy.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing. Limo Lagas and then Shocky Joe. So
Shocky
it was Turas, Rookie, Shocky Joe.
That was a Shockland, right?
Yeah, that Shockland. That group, I miss it so much because we were untouchable.
You guys were hungry.
You know, we had a song. Oh, it's a nice song. It's a nice song. Ghana, the whole Ghana. Like, I mean, high school. We were
back
like,
in the day.
I was traveling from Cape Coast to Cove Town to Massey. We were running every Saturday because we were getting bookings.
Okay.
Even in.
Were you making money at the time?
Oh, now it was for the fame, and they will give us something like, you know, here and there. Yeah, we will go to every girl's school, Holy Child, Reggae, Wesley Girls, you know, all of that to perform, and I was famous.
Rap, right?
Bro, I was famous. Like, I would go to Kwabotre and then, like, people, like at this other college, the sound of Turas is here, like the whole college, everybody will come down. We were just too powerful. We were a force that was, I've never been, and I don't think there will be one like that in the high school era. No. If you don't know now, you know. When we were, hey, where were you?
Turas.
Deep. So me and Shocky, we formed Shock and we turned things apart. Yeah. And then I went on to win the Best Rapper Award 1998. You know what I mean?
What award scheme was that?
In school. Like we had entertainment.
Okay, that's in school. Which
St. Augustine's College. So they would give awards to students who are outperforming other students. I don't like using the word outperforming other, but students were just excelling in their gifts and talents and also in books.
Whoa. So at what time did the TTL?
So right after school, you know, I mean,
the TTL is what? Teachers of Law.
Teachers of the Law. It was Shocker who gave us that name. But for me, I thought, and if Shocker is watching, I thought it was a bad decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that is when my team, I'm going to say it like this because they're going to watch, and sometimes, you know, you have to man up. Like, I thought, like, you have worked with Shockland for all these years. Then for 3 years, the name is all over Tamale. Everybody want to see us. Now you have an opportunity to do an album and you want to change the name to TTL. I was never in favor of that. I said it, you know, because I thought business-wise. I was thinking that entrepreneur mindset, like, why don't you go? And so I was like, no, Teachers of the Law. But I understood him. He wanted to go conscious and all of that because he had also you know, he'd gone through a certain phase and he was in a phase of consciousness and stuff. He was awakened by then, but I was a business child at that time.
TTL, you guys released an album, right?
Yeah, released an album called Julo.
Oh,
Julo, hey.
Who was behind the album?
Shocker was like the main creative director of it because he
but who was investing money in the album?
There's a woman called Linda, you know what I mean? Baboni is that hustler.
Yeah, hustler, where is he now?
Yeah, like he cool. Like I'm about to meet him. I've ever since I touched down Ghana, but I'm about to meet him and we have a conversation. But we've spoken here and there on Facebook and all of that. But I haven't had the privilege. I've met Shocky, I've met Shocker, and yes, and pretty few good folks from Shaolin Monfong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we did the album and Bolare became manager.
Oh, okay. Bolare was your manager?
Yeah, Bolare. Yeah,
what happened?
Oh yeah. He was at this FM
radio
station,
Top Radio.
Top Radio.
Yeah.
So at that time, Top Radio had a basement where you could go there and cut your cassettes
and yeah.
all of that. So we went there, and he was the guy, and he has an eye for talent, like he could spot right there.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did, but he saw us, and we approached him and said, okay, can you manage us? And it's like, okay, because we needed airplay. Yeah. And at that time in Ghana, they say, if it is nice, we play it twice. So we had a hit song called Odo Ye Wada Mina Wada Mi So Do Mi Midi Mi Do Ni Na Modo Sena Odo Ye Wu Odo Bro Sena Odo Ye Wu. Then I bust it to Ras. They will be Siana baby mo to the Fifi Prats or a Beji 100,000 flats. Ashenu we could hey, don't let me go there. Bossu, close up.
Did you guys ever shoot any video under the album?
Oh man, the woman was from the States, and she would come and invest money, and she wouldn't see money, and then like we had this man that put VIP on.
Goodies?
No, Goodies. He was at a friend is in Dan Suman.
Okay.
I've forgotten his name, but he was our main distributor and stuff. And you know, these gangsters who distribute, you know, when they come in and you're like, we've sold, how many have we sold? We sold nothing. But we just had that hit song.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
Wow.
With TTL. You know, I think partly not my fault, but there was just something that happened that took my soul out of that group that had a lot of potential. It got to a point when you frustrated, and then there are certain suggestions coming in like, guys, you know what I mean? What's the book back mobile and call me Kikena and we VIP buy and we got to do something. And I'm like, dude, man, I wasn't raised that way, and I'm saying the truth. I wasn't raised that way, so that took my soul out of the group. And if they're watching, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I'm here with Too Rash to Rise, Alex Crassie, and we're talking about his story from grass to grace. Beautiful story. We're still going. Let's go for a break. When we come back, okay, so I'm here with Alex Crassie, aka To Rash to Rise, and we are talking about his story from grass to grace, and it's only on Upclose, and it's only on Max TV, Sports Entertainment, and more. Kwesi, and you know, when you left the group, what happened to?
I went on a.
But were you guys making money off the album? You guys?
Yo, I love Baboni. You know, Baboni is a hustler, man. And Baboni will go hustle for shows, and we will split the money because you dealing with gangsters.
Yeah, street.
You know, we're dealing with people where you've sold a lot of cassette tapes, and you know you're having a massive airplay, but they will tell you that nothing's coming through. But that is life. I'm at a point in my career, in my life, that everyone that I've met plays an important role in my life, in the sense that they shape my character. For me, no bad feeling, but Baboni was that guy who was getting us the deals, going up there, fighting for shows. There was a point that we were arrested.
But what was Bolare? Bolare was part of the management.
No, Bola was doing his thing, and you know, that man, you know, but it wasn't like, you know, it was like for scanning brand.
It's okay. But then now you guys don't get the money.
No. The money was going to him from the lady. So I mean, he's now a manager.
Yeah.
You get me? And then the money was going, and he had his own plans. You know, it didn't really work.
Ufi TTL group.
I went solo.
Oh, you went solo. So you released albums under your solo career.
I recorded a lot of stuff,
but you never released an album.
And that is where I would say this, you know, everyone that knows Kwesi. Let me tell you guys, like, life ain't easy. I remember there was one guy I was helping, and Kwesi came to record. You get what I mean? And he just had that because Kwesi, I thought he was going to become a comedian. For me, every time he would make me laugh, he would say certain things and we would laugh. I would go to him, his house all the way in Swedro and all of that. But Kwesi was really studio now, what a voice now call and I need you voice so easy. You know, so people have struggled, and he was also part of my my solo career.
Your solo career. What was happening? Were you shooting videos? Were you going to shows alone?
My child, they are saying, "Who do you remove?" Yeah, hustle pound. I bring off. You press on your shoe and it's run the day. You get me? So with that, I met a young man who used to come to Virtual Sounds. That is where Kofi, Yvette. So Yvette was the one producing me, recording me. I had some beautiful songs. Oh man, I did some Senorita, these are why. That was beautiful songs. So this man met me and is like, I like your style and I want to invest in you. Charlie. Nipa ne buy and not be investing, so I was now getting fried rice in studio, back and forth. I mean, Mensa, Scientific, a whole lot of people were all part of the album, featured a lot of guys. But something tragic happened, you know. Yeah, man. So this guy had money, man, and I was good. Like I was like, oh, finally, man.
Life is
I
good.
get somebody with, you know, Philip Maxborn, Charlie. You called me the other time, Michelle. You know what I mean, for every little cent that you put in my life. But somehow, some way, Charlie, the guy, you know, within some split of some wavy, then skinny ass shit. What? Like he just went from hero to not zero, hero to pitch black. Like,
wow.
Yeah, black. Like, you know. So I was like, yeah, there you ask yourself questions like he radiate, chef rebellion. You get what I mean? So with that frustration, you famous at that time. Area boys are only on the wall pass. Everybody they fly go uptown. You know your house they detolerate. Things ain't moving. The frustration kicking in. Your girlfriend self leave you. You know, you know life was just harsh, and life can be harsh, but you got to be harsh on life. You get what I mean? So what happened was like. With that thing, you know, and my boys, VIP, Charlie, you know, they spark on, right? And you're like, dude, but I could do this, you know? And then you have Samini, ex-do from nowhere who used to come to your house every day, and you guys do it, ex-do blow, boom. Like people were just blowing. And you who everybody thought you were the savior when it comes to music, there's nothing happening. Now, you know, Lord Russ used to tell me, bro, you got to push as I'm pushing. But I don't know what's happening. So tell it throughout the frustration, especially like now, big boy in the area, all the young boys now, if they get up now, your body, they come. And I want to take this opportunity, big shout out to Crow, Kope, you know what I mean? That's the one very close friend. So let me tell you. That frustration was too much. So I was like, dude, you got to live. And that time, you know, Reggie Subai, you know, hip hop, you know, now bro, people don't want to hear us, you know, and our generation, everybody, London, America, people were just flying. So, Charlie, hey, to I'm what Timberland, but I could be I don't want to tear up, I don't want to tear up, bro.
Big up.
No, man.
Big up. It's the hustle, man.
No, man.
Big up. Yo. You know, it's so crazy out here, and let's go for a break. When we come back, you know, we continue. I don't really know what to say, but you know, life is a hustle. You have to experiences to be able to talk about some story someday. I know his story has really inspired you, and you're also feeling something inside you, and you really want to tear up. But you know, life goes on, and it's not easy. But trust me, it won't be like this forever. Today, look at Turas.
Most definitely,
Turas is running. You've been everywhere.
Yeah, man.
You see the story, man. Listen to you back in the days till now, bro.
The story they say,
bro.
Show name what?
No,
because that's why I want to inspire people.
Yeah, exactly. Eti unya producer no went from ground zero to pitch black. No, what happened? Did you still continue the music, and I said you realized that things were not going on well, so you had to change careers?
There I had to retrieve. You know, I had to retrieve and get to spirituality and find out, like, man, what in the name of God is this? You know, because a lot of people are also asking themselves, Charlie, sorry, I'm a brass and I'm a why am I here on earth? The thing is that you are great in the realms of the spirit. We are king. And you're a queen. And if that manifests in the physical, Charlie, you can't be untouchable. So that is how I found it. And then I got closer to God.
Now, who introduced you to God all the time?
My mom, man. Merci, Araba Coco, I love you so much, you know.
So you moved from Ghana to SA.
Yeah.
How did it happen?
Oh man, Takashi, boys. Hey, big shout outs to La Paz, you know what I mean? All the Skilo, Banton, Louis Labi. We used to go to Skilo's house. So La Paz, and airport, the planes need to. So we used to just go sit there and we daydream. We say, boys, so I'm not joke. Hey, I could be doing this year. Did they look fresh? You to me, quite airport, near share. People coming in, how fresh they look.
Whoa.
Jack, it's inspirational and Jack, yes, we're better. You be too. But me share, and fun. And so when Ghana was ignoring real hip hop and going hip life throughout, it was a painful time when we were not heard anymore. So I would watch a lot of Channel O, and then I see South Africans, Charlie Boston, doing what I'm doing, and I'm like, dude, I can spit bigger, better, you know, mightier, stronger than these guys. So I was like, okay, let me make a move. Charlie, I went to SA with $100 in my pocket.
$100.
The person we are going to live with.
But who helped you? I mean, the process.
Boys.
Like movement, and on your passport.
Passport for Madame Fubine, you know, and then from there, I hustle first visa, no Charlie, me ticket.
It expired.
My passport, but that visa is very important to me because it expired.
Oh, the very
if you imagine when you have visa, now you can anyway. I'm bounce it back. There, the story began. And I was living in a hospital which was abandoned.
Whoa.
You get what I mean? So I was living with Moseki, a friend. He met me in the studio. I went to live in a very posh place. You know, and
but how? I don't understand.
I would say you're too quiet. One and one, I know somebody
okay.
We see me so no. Why a business? Did that? Or why people who say Jack and me $100 no. Or whom you know me say I I'm his business. That's it. Into your share phone to me extractistic. I'm Jack way out and one is two. Charlie, I went on the streets. We are talking Joburg, but we are not talking New York. You know what I mean? We are talking Joburg. Josie Baba. Hey, you know, and I found myself homeless. One day, offered me under the seaway, and I went to a certain studio and I told them I can rap. So there, Nana. Me rapping now one guy be one or something. My son, I'm catching such a new idea. Me that no so there on the professor musician, but me start who be that. If I'm home born on here,
together.
And that's when I went to live with him in an abandoned hospital. And imagine abandoned hospital. Now the influx of people coming, apartheid, we know, because now blacks are coming in and stuff like Nigerians, all people from all walks of life. Then you have people squatting in abandoned hospitals, thugs. I'm talking about real criminals, real gangsters. And a father so going to be a bully tuber, say 30 billion was surviving.
No, I would name.
And you are course with your pim pam. You know when your eyes behold that will be Johnny.
Wow.
Inti, my story no studio Moana, the whole downtown Joburg, Hillbrook. You know, gangster pan, penina or raw studio on because that's where you know say when God is with you. Charlie, gonna say, man, I like you, man. You can finish quarter count the way you rap. Or say you're my friend. No, saw me inside. Big shout out to Opa. He was gunned down like 60 times.
What?
He's dead now, man. That's that guy. He held my hand and he walked with me from downtown Hebrew to to Uptown Hillbrook Inn, where strip club is. You know, Ejuma ano mami Ejuma no ye owner was strip club.
Okay.
Inti I say one no mema obi bi abeda. Inti ano obeda top one no sorry ano pa. One for microphone no. Strippers nini ano na be free from din. Yeah, you call the strippers and then that was my job and I wasn't getting paid. But I had a place to sleep. And I had to hustle. That's when the whole Nigerians, like, you know,
everybody started
movement coming because I was like going to Mariston. I mean, the story in deep. But what the guy did for me, that is when he held man because you couldn't travel from downtown Joburg because there was territories, drugs, criminals. So, into Tremua. Kind of say you are Ghana, you are like a foreigner. They don't want to hear that. Wow. You get me? But the guy told each street, said, this guy is my guy. No soul touch this guy. If you touch this guy, come at you with everything
I got.
Yeah, man. I was like, one Sunday, me wahana, me fro rooftop, me shivas now betia pick. You dey hear Charlie baby ana me say no kwa no flat me to me spray drive by when we me na man for room na book shoot from one building into building now we move bullets penetrate we dey dark bullets and stuff me rush so I was kind say father me patron TCC and the wua who go even carry my body go home. And that's where God said, if you stick with me, only if you walk in the path that I have called you to walk in, it shall. Damn.
Wow.
The story in there.
Yo.
It's a movie, bro.
It's a whole movie, man. You need to write a movie. Trust me.
It's a movie. So, you know, working with strippers, and you know that's where all the bad guys
Everybody comes, yeah.
You know, Maxine Hotel, Charlie, you want to man. Helicopter now police for these soldiers name almost scorpions no more who be you know invading the place because criminals used to come there. You know what I mean? So it's been a tough one. But
so when you were there, what happened? Like you moved from his place to another place?
Yeah, I was arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was arrested and I went
with the crew, like
bars. No, say by invasion. It's only that you know, and I didn't want my passport missing, so I did reference me permit, you know.
Okay.
Photocopy this can you be, you know, don't share picture and I'm saying and then Christians. So from there, you know, I had made friends like Nigerians and we loved me. Like I don't know, they just loved me and I became part of them. I remember when I became a host of Good Morning Africa, it was a celebration. Listen, Ghana, I mean, show. You know, if you don't know somebody's life, don't judge. Celebrate your own.
Exactly.
You know, Nigerians to the party, to party, man, because almost share Ghana man, from nowhere, becoming a host of Good Morning Africa.
But how did it happen? About saying,
you know, from going to being locked up and now coming out, I went to live in Oakland Park.
Okay.
And then I saw a woman who came looking for someone. That's where the story began. Okay. And she's like, there's this guy that I need. He's a model. He models. I want him to go and do this Guinness advert and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, then advert. I'm like, oh man, worry crowd me. I go do and if I do I will make you rich. I just told the woman. And I see really. And I'm a Charlie, first time I entered Santon City, and when I went there, me and Nibi, and you look at Mbema. Sure, we are talking fresh boys. Someone Michael Power job. It was no joke. So when I got there, no, it's not the me when I'm a ferry because I boys no more fair.
Too
like
fresh.
Me my time they about cry anyway. When I got into the audition room, the white man looked at me and said, "You are the guy I saw."
Yeah.
The audition is over. Right there, I didn't audition. I was like, you are the guy. I saw you.
Damn.
I saw you. So let's do this. Do this for me, Papa. No. The next 3 days, I was on a flight to Cape Town. Beautiful. Life
is changed.
Ghana, Ghana now. Not Ghana in your face. It was beautiful city. My first time in Cape Town, and it just changed for me. So I became Face of Guinness.
Wow.
Then I became Standard Bank voice. It's just the blessings just kept pouring.
Kept coming.
Kept pouring.
So how long did you work with the?
I was for 3 years. I was the face for Guinness.
Like, 3 years.
And they kept.
You were getting paid.
Oh yeah,
making money.
Yeah. It was,
so at what point in time did you start working with Planet TV?
Oh man, I kept hustling even when I was doing. I became like the face for so many brands in the sense that commercial. I mean, me energy, no my wild. When I call audition, I mean, I mean, you saw the AFCON. Come in, I'm Africa's greatest fan.
Yeah.
So when me remember I said, because I audition, you know, I'm say, oh, but now I'm Africa's greatest. Hey, that be some comes to Africa. Me draw and I'm say. I am Africa's great. Hey, the director and say, hey, it's enough. So from there, I was just doing this thing, and I was all over. But I needed, because on them, but too much, you know, the audition, and my face was on so many brands, so I wasn't getting a lot of gigs then. And I said, listen, man, I had to fight. And then there was a radio called Rhythm 100 in Rosebank. Charlie. You have to fight sometimes. Me say me kwa guy and me ura on say guy no pensa. But he wasn't giving me chance, and though he respected me on TV and there, but I don't think you can do radio and all. I'm like, you might change this radio station. Give me a chance. Or see there be into what I'm my film. So I'm here. I'm just coming through, and I have this for you.
For you first.
Oh, now the next time this for you, this for you. It's a shit. And right there, I got on a top 40 first time. I was the first guy. Nobody go fit claim that. We introduced Afrobeat to South Africa.
Wow.
So I became that voice for foreign nationals. It was so massive. If my wife was watching, she said, Charlie, it got the point she didn't like going out with me. You know what I mean?
Whoa, because the love was too.
Everybody wants to pull you to be their side, because you are the only foreigner who wakes people up in the morning.
Exactly. So now you're home.
Yeah.
What is new?
Okay.
I saw stars of
written in the stars
and some other few things. What's going on with you now?
So it was my best friend again.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know, your journey.
He made it happen all the time.
Yeah, he came in and said, your journey has ended. So at that time, we'd established Planet TV, which is now Urban TV. And I had this show that was just amazing, request show, where it was live, but in the afternoon I was shutting down Nigeria, I was shutting down like Africa itself, you know what I mean? People were tuning, and it's like you've built a show and now it is working so fine, and like finally I've arrived, especially when you get calls from Nigeria and all these rich men are now flying you in to just secretly they will put you on the plane and you go in there and you know you go and MC their weddings or secret things and all but so I was in Nigeria so there was a point in time I would finish my show on Friday and then I'm out and then Monday morning I'm back in SA and I have to go and do with that whole transition. I think I had outstayed my welcome in SA, so I had to be obedient to the voice that you know brought me that far. So and he said it's time to go home. That was hard. It was hard because I've lived in SA for over 17 years plus. You know I'm now a South African. You know you get a lot of privileges, you know. Visa and seminars and you know, we established you have 2 beautiful children, you know. Angel.
So you got married in South Africa?
Yeah, you know how it is. You know.
I got you.
So becoming a family man and getting that voice that you need to come back home. I have a job for you.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay. So I came home, and then I was like, I don't even know what to do. I mean, you know almost everybody, but you don't know whether they will be receptive towards you. You don't know whether they would, you know, some also see you as a threat. That was what I was getting when I came in. Now, was South Africa?
Now I want to know why you are here in Ghana.
I think the reason why I'm here is because of Max Morning.
Stress.
Yeah, I have to say that. So like,
you entered into stars,
Written in the Stars. So
and
yeah.
Then,
I came back, set up my company, Ark House Productions.
Yeah.
And we're doing so well, very, very well. We shot season 1, Written in the Stars. I mean, a lot of people have seen it.
Exactly.
We did season 2 in Nigeria. It went successful, but it was really a good challenge for me.
Let's come to the morning show.
Yes. So
what's the name actually? What's the name of it?
Max Morning.
Max Morning.
Max Morning. Break the chains. Max Morning.
Straight.
Too sorry for you, no, I can Max Morning. Baby, that pani to rise. I'm gonna be hard dream, baby. Well, was that call where I was like, dude, man, I didn't come to the country to do this.
Yeah.
You know? Really? I have to do this? And the transition was hard, you know what I mean? In a sense, but the beauty about it is the people that you work with. From the camera department to editing department to the producers to the head. Hey, you know, what I appreciate about Max Morning is that I have been doing a lot of entertainment, and I was hosting Good Morning Africa, the breakfast show in African Magic for 7 years. But Max Morning just teaches me everything that I need to know. Exactly. Especially when you look at the left right segment, like anytime it is on and we are told to talk about this, you're like, I'm also at fault here.
Exactly.
It is just that program that really shapes or directs you to live right. You know, apart from that, we have a segment called Think Possibilities. Yeah, let me look at me camera and I can be shown. We are they didn't teach us the power of the mind. I think that is what we need to be taught in school, the power of the mind. It is that weapon that you can be everything that you be. So we have to tune our mind right. And when you watch segments like Live Right, Think Possibilities, people who are out there making it without nothing. You know, entrepreneurs, people who are struggling, people who have stories just like mine, stories just like you. What the enemy can, because I knew you. Not turn crazy. I so crazy, yo. Hard guy, she wanna respect him. You dey laugh.
Until time,
They for no say you, mashallah.
Oh yeah. So what time is the show?
It is 7 a.m. to 9 in the morning, Monday to Friday. My co-host, Baby Dapper, it's energy. Like I learn a lot from her when she does, her bars and Max agenda and all of that. The energy, and I'm also learning a lot. The flowing in tree and Fanti. I've been away for a lot, so I've missed out a lot. But it's a platform that I learned personally. If we are learning from Max Morning, then you too also have to learn. Yes, boss.
Okay, I'm here with Turas. Storytelling from Grass to Grace. It's very emotional. It's very exciting. It's very crazy. It's beautiful. I don't know. Let's go for a commercial break. When we come back, his top 5 music videos, and then we wrap.